Noah to the ring. Noah to the ring, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start the show. We have 8 bouts of boxing tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, if everyone could stand on their feet for the national anthem, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started live at Eclipse Event Center. It's Friday night fight night. Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet for the national anthem from our star tonight, Noah. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the realms we
Is it because it's loud?
is so gallantly straight, and the rocket have made their way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Get this first bout started. Once again, fighting out of my red corner, weighing at 147
Yeah.
pounds. Make some
We're here.
noise.
All right. Here we're getting ready for the first bout of the night. And these guys look fast.
47 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, out of our blue corner, without further ado, make some noise for Cruz. Gentlemen, make your way to the center of the ring. Instructions, referees, and fiddles.
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you instructions earlier. Take a step at all times. Obey my commands.
Check, check, check.
Red corner, blue corner. Come on, boys.
Yeah. You can. I don't hear it.
Not no more? Nope.
Do you hear
A
it?
little bit, not much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are also trying to fix the audio here a little bit, but let that not stop us from commentating here on the fights. Anthony's throwing heavy blows right off the bat, walking him down into the corner, looking for that body.
Hello? Check, check.
Cruz looks like he's playing more of a defensive game right now. And Anthony is throwing leather.
Take care of that. I got this. They're moving back and forth pretty well. Cruz actually is coming in from Mexico. He's on a fighter passport. Man, that jab though is sticking pretty nice. Oh, that big uppercut just missed. Cruz has a good guard playing that double guard. That good moving, block those. But he can only body
And a
shot.
nice body
Wow.
shot to set
Body
Cruz
shot.
down.
Vicious body shot. Wow.
And that is it. Vicious body shot for the win here for Anthony. All right, well, that does it for their first fight. Got a finish in the first round. Anthony with a vicious body shot to the liver. Put Cruz down and didn't have enough time to recover. And those body shots, man, some of those, it feels like someone grabbed a hammer and a nail and just went straight in. It's so hard to recover from some of those, and it's important to even practice those at the gym where we got to practice our poker face, you know. Easier said than done, obviously. And don't get me wrong, there's some cases where you can't even poker face it. All right, now we're just here waiting for the official result.
Check, check. You can hear me?
Hear you? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Where's the other headset? No, the other one of these.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes fight number one of the evening. You've seen it live. Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute and 20 seconds of round number one. Winner by TKO. Good job, fighters. What you got to say, my man?
Hey, first, I want to thank God. Thank you, Father in heaven. I pray that you bless all the fighters here. Pray for Primo, it's Primo Mania here tonight. Yo, your favorite fighter, baby. And then also, yesterday was my 10-year anniversary with my amazing wife, so happy anniversary, baby. We celebrate tonight. One last one. Shout out Prodigy Boxing, all my sparring partners, Daniel, Dela, Pancho, all y'all. I love you. Thank you, everybody.
That's what's up. One more time for Anthony Primo. Good job, huh?
All right, that does it for fight number 1.
All right. We starting off the night already excited. You guys ready for bout number 2? Yeah, let's keep this party going. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring to the ring, fighting out of my red corner, Curtis Martinez.
Are you listening to this?
I might think they have the names mixed up here. I think that's a bout that got canceled. But we'll see. We'll see if they correct it or if someone else is wrong.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yep. I think that's what it is. We got the
so
wrong
if I remember
mix-ups here.
correctly,
I have the lineup right here.
yeah. So today, the kid he cut too much and couldn't rehydrate.
I can't hear you on my headset.
What about now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. But yes, this is the second bout.
Yeah. So we are now on the third bout because the second didn't happen. Yeah, I heard the guy.
On paper, we're on the third
Yeah.
bout, but this is our second bout of the night. All right. And in the ring, we have Josue. Oh,
Why didn't you put your headphones in? The crowd's still piling in pretty good.
yeah. And these guys built like they got power. Should be an exciting second bout here.
Yeah, this should be fun. I think, yeah, it's Genesis and Airtight.
Yeah.
This, what's his name? Jake, right? I think it's Jake.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 175-pound elimination boxing bout.
Josue, I think. Josue and Casey.
Yeah. Sway is typically pretty active within Airtight.
Can't hear you.
He's pretty active with Airtight. You see him here often.
In our blue corner, make some noise for Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, get this fight started with instructions from referee Tim Mills.
All right, we're getting here ready for our second bout. This is a professional boxing bout at 168 pounds.
Honor your training partner, Zach Lindsay, just won the 168 amateur title.
See him in the pro leagues here soon.
Soon.
This is scheduled for 4 rounds.
Quick tie-up, man. He wants to keep this just quick strikes at a
And and
distance.
you would wonder if that has to do coming from Genesis, who's primarily known for MMA gym. Wonder if that's kind of why he's so used to closing that distance so quick.
Yeah,
Kind of like wanting to like clinch almost
I agree.
here from the red corner out of Jose
Yeah,
or Josue, sorry.
he's coming in close. Yeah, he is jamming space. But I mean, I like that he's staying busy with that jab. There you go. Ooh,
Oh, nice
nice.
overhand. Nice overhand. I think
However,
Josue needs to stay at distance. He needs to
agreed.
stay at distance to land those punches.
Man, his opponent looks a little gassed already.
Very composed still though.
Agreed.
Casey's still very composed. You might even wonder if he's baiting him or maybe he's trying to set something up, trying to read him. This is probably something that he sees every day in a boxing gym, somebody rushing you and trying to like clinch you. So maybe just trying to get a read here in this first round.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He's throwing a lot
Oh,
at him.
but Josue is catching him. Even
He's
it's
catching
one
him.
punch, but he needs to keep going off of that one punch, man. He has to set that angle and continue to attack.
Good body
Oh, good
shot.
body and a roll to get out.
Should have gone up to that head after that. He had space in there. But you're right. I mean, with him right now engaging so much better and making better contact, he can afford to move around a bit.
Yeah, and it even seems like Casey might be a little frustrated now. You saw him launching kind of his feet off of the ground as he was trying to throw his punches. Oh, and good overhand. Casey looks a little raw.
Wow. Wow. That was quite a strike. I mean, that was a
Yeah,
hard strike.
I believe it was an overhand that caught him up top, which
Yes.
be the second overhand I've seen him land pretty flush to the face.
That one was flush.
Yeah, Casey made his way up though. Here we go. Let's see if he can read off of that.
Oh, that body shot again, though. He's just taking too much damage.
Sway seems like a whole new fighter now that he's not clinching, staying
Yeah.
at range. He's really picking his shots now and finding success here.
Man,
Oh, that overhand. Oh, with that uppercut.
gosh. Wow.
Overhand, same side, uppercut.
Wow.
Casey takes a knee from that.
I mean, he doesn't look stable. He's on his heels a bit.
Yeah, he's a
not
little bit
balanced.
wobbly.
The ref's
Yeah,
gonna call
and he
it.
called it
Yeah.
off. Great call.
It was the right call.
Yeah,
he
great
was a
call
little
here.
wobbly.
Great sportsmanship here by both fighters.
Man, I'm excited for this lineup and these fights. We got a great card tonight.
Yep, 2 fights, 2 finishes in the first round.
Yeah.
So off to a pretty quick start here.
Now I believe we had it's kind of a shorter card if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, I think we had three bouts fall out from
Okay.
the original card.
So where we at 7 matches right now?
10, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's still a decent card even with
Yeah.
those that fell out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, 10 fights for a Friday night. That's good.
Yeah. And we're already done with 2.
Now, wonder if that has to do anything with them being pros. We got a elimination bout here coming up next for
Okay.
a third bout. So
And
we'll
what
see.
are they doing? Are they doing 3 2s?
Yeah, they'll be doing 3-2s here in the elimination rounds for bout number 3.
All right, good job, fighters, to the center of the ring. The official scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you see it live in round number 1 at 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Water. All right. Great performance here by Josue.
Hey, what you got to say, man?
Hey, what's up? What you think of that? What y'all think of that, Denver? Hey, everybody. Hey, first and foremost, I'd like to thank God. Without God, none of this could be possible. Number one, honestly, thank you all so much for coming out. Shout out to my opponent. We all got families we got to get home to. Thank you so much for taking this fight. Everybody, I appreciate all the love and support. All my teammates, Genesis, everywhere I've been training, all my partners everywhere. Big shout out to my big support, my wife, my beautiful daughter. It's her 17th birthday today. So if everyone could wish her this happy birthday. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I love you. Thank you all so much. Have a great night.
Congratulations. That's quite the birthday present to get your dad in a TKO. You know what I mean? I don't know. No, wait. Should we sing happy birthday? I think we should. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and do that for all sakes. Our next fight of the night is an elimination 152-pound bout. First, fighting out of my red corner, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Luis Ramirez.
Check, check, check.
Yep. Good. All right, we got Luis Ramirez coming out of the red corner here shortly, hopefully, if we find his walkout music, I'm assuming.
This is a pretty good walkout song.
Yeah.
I can deal with this beat. Coming into the red corner, Luis Ramirez. And this is our amateur match, correct? Or
That is a good question. Let's find out.
Next, his opponent fighting out of my blue corner. Without further ado, make some noise for Jose.
Yep, it seems to be correct. This is going to be our only elimination bout for the night.
okay, wow, a stacked card of pros.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
we don't see that too often here.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, that many pro matches. That's a mess. This thing. He can do it.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him. That guy can match make.
All right, coming out of the blue corner now, we got Jose Carrillo.
Oh, this guy he was training. He trained with us a few times.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I recognize him. Yeah.
Yeah, he had come down with a traveler.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Yeah.
Cardio was a little bit down.
Yeah, but he's lengthy.
He's
lengthy
lanky,
for
yeah.
the class.
Yeah. And he appears or seems like a gamer.
Oh yeah. Now, I watched Luis fight last time, man, and I'm telling you, he comes out ready to throw leather.
He was on the last card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he wasn't on the last one, he was the one before that. But I've seen this guy fight here at Airtight, and
Did he pull down a W or no?
well, let's find out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fighters have entered into the ring. This is a 152-pound elimination boxing bout. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, out of my right corner, Luis Ramirez.
He had some fans in the crowd.
Yeah.
Fighting out of my blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Jose Carrillo. Gentlemen, instructions from referee Stephen Blair.
Hey, gentlemen, look at me. I don't want to see anything back here on either side. This here's the foul line. Here's the questions. Let's touch them up. Let's take care of business. Start.
All right. Let's get this third bout started.
I'm excited. I feel like they're gonna get going quick.
Oh yeah, you don't know what to expect from the amateur scene, man. It's always it's fast and pacey, or it's very long because there's a lot of things that need to be worked on here. Oh
Man, that was a good straight
Yeah.
punches.
yeah, Luis came out with a straight 1-2 down the pipe and still landing that 2 right down the pipe.
Man, even early on, I'd like to see these guys just mix it up a little more to the body.
Yeah, now Jose's putting his chin in the air. I don't know if he's trying to like bait him to coming in, but I wouldn't do that with Luis here.
I mean, I would agree. You talked about the reach too, and it seems like he's just not using it as much as he could.
No, Luis is definitely closing that distance.
Good body shot.
Oh, good overhand here.
Man,
it was
Luis
more
is,
like check hook.
he's
Yeah,
putting his combos together better.
and he's attacking to the body. But here's where we kind of get to the amateur scene. You know, we got to start picking our shots here.
Yes, I'm interested to see how this guy comes out in the second round, if we can make it to a second round.
Right. Jose's still moving, but he's definitely on that back foot, trying to move out of range here and avoid these punches, which it's not doing too hot avoiding these punches.
He's got to stop
Eating
putting
a
those
few.
hands down, man.
And, you know, he's circling all one way, you know. As you start getting into those pro leagues, you got to start mixing it up. It's very easy to cut that off. You know, especially in a squared ring, you get right into that corner. That's not where you want to be, especially with Luis here.
He seems to be on a more stable footing now. Definitely tired, though.
All right. He's holding back on those punches, I feel like, Jose. I think he needs to use that reach. These short punches ain't it. He has to keep at this.
Yeah, he keeps on getting stuck against the ropes. He's too tall for that.
Yeah, way too tall. And when he has the chance in the open, he lets Luis close that distance.
So I think it would seem like he's tired from the body shots.
Yeah, those body shots, man, those will do it. Those will take a toll on your cardio real quick.
Oh, man. In fairness, he took a few hard ones that he's probably going to feel in the next minute or two as the round starts going around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at him. He's breathing kind of heavy in the corner.
Yep. Slow down the heart rate.
You can see Lewis in the corner. He does, in fairness, although tired, he definitely looks more composed, more together right at the moment.
Yeah, and he looks like the fresher fighter
He does.
right now, sitting on the stool.
Not looking
Which,
down.
you know, kind of surprising because he was the one throwing a lot more volume in that round. And, you know, when you don't finish somebody after throwing all that much value, you usually, like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
But
you
here
know?
we are. We just talked about. Let's see how he comes out, right?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what adjustments were made and what advice was given in their corner.
I wonder. I mean, do you think it's possible that Jose just gets on him quick?
I think Jose needs to just keep that jab long again, and Luis needs to go back to what he was doing, closing that distance. The only thing I
Yeah.
would say for Luis is that he needs to pick his shots more. You know,
Agreed.
you don't,
But
you
in
don't.
fairness, he's landed some big body shots.
Oh yeah, no, definitely he's landing. I'm not saying he's not landing, but when you get in those flurries and you got to go all the way to deep water, you know,
The
that's where
energy.
you wish you would have picked those shots a little better. Which he's doing great job right now.
Yeah.
I think he's landing just about every punch he's throwing right now. But he's not flaring anymore. He's picking his shots, which is exactly what I would expect
I'd like
him
to
to
see
do.
him get that jab going and move behind it. Starts. Oh.
Oh yeah, great
Man.
job mixing it to the body, going back up to the head, and he just keeps mixing it up, which is exactly what we train at.
You know, for
we
an
drop their
amateur,
hands
he is throwing great combos.
and
He
great
really
head
is.
movement too.
Yeah.
The slips, the rolls. He looks good. He looks good.
I agree.
He's
He looks
definitely
quite good.
prepared for this fight. Jose taking a couple deep breaths here.
It's those body shots, man.
And you know, Jose shakes his head saying no, but it
We can see it.
definitely, yeah, those definitely look like they're landing.
I like that he's game though. He is pushing forward and he's still in this fight. He's not cowering.
Seems like his arms might be getting a little tired here. I don't think there's the same pop that he had in that first round.
With Luis?
With Jose. No, Luis is still throwing leather. He doesn't seem much more different from the first
Yeah.
round to the second round.
He just paced himself a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he comes out in the third heavy.
Oh.
Trying to look for that finish. I think it seems that Jose is aware he lost the first two rounds.
Yeah, you see him coming to his corner, shaking his head. You know, and as a fighter, you got to have that short-term memory. You know, those two rounds are gone. There's nothing to do about it. You got to step it up here, and what is the final round here? You know, and that's just for any fight. Any fight, you can't rely on those past rounds. You got to move forward and learn from those rounds and apply something that you saw that your corner saw moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, right? Being able to have a game plan, follow, and then switch it also, or be malleable enough to the situation. But, you know, as we know, that can be difficult when you're getting hit. The way you think, the way you move starts to change a bit.
Yeah, and again, here elimination rounds, you know, our elimination bout, there's still plenty of learning to do. Plenty of learning to do. I remember when I was an amateur scene and my corners would say something and I go in there and I forgot completely everything they said as soon as the bell rang.
I do remember those days.
All right, so
Immediately working that body again.
yeah, Jose's gonna have to look for a finish here and really got to take a couple risks here because right now it seems to me they would be down 2 rounds.
Yeah, I agree with the 2 round.
Oh, nice cross there by Luis.
Man,
Another cross
activity in the
to that
corner.
body, yeah.
However, man, Jose worked his way out.
Oh no, Jose's tough. He is tough.
Now he's starting to use that range a bit, actually.
Yeah, but we can't get cornered up here. We got to
No.
move. We got to move. We got to own that center. When you got that type of reach, you got to try to own that center.
Yeah, he is letting
Luis.
Luis just crowd him a bit.
Yeah, that pressure that Luis. But in fairness, I will say Luis is doing a great job of slipping those punches and closing that distance. I think Jose obviously doesn't want to be in that tight, close range, dirty boxing style, but Luisa does a good job just slipping, rolling, and closing that distance, making him miss.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
And we got some blood here now coming out of Jose's nose.
Oh, that
good
body shot again.
Oh, and they're throwing it. Everything here in the kitchen, except the kitchen sink at this point.
Man, they are tossing leather.
Good fight, good fight.
Yeah, good fight. I would like to see Jose get, I want to see how he comes out in his next fight. What lessons did he learn? He clearly was getting better in the third round than he had adjusted from the first and second. I would like to see him here again and see what transpires.
Yeah, and again, we're here. We're talking about these amateur boxers. Their career is just starting. Every fight is a learning experience. I was told as an amateur there is no losses. There is just learning experiences. So when you go pro, you don't have to learn these lessons.
Although that is very decent advice, man. Those losses sure feel like losses.
Oh yeah, I have a rule, and it wasn't until the beginning of my pro career. You get 24 hours. 24 hours, you can do whatever you want with yourself as long as you're not doing nothing illegal. But 24 hours, you want to go cry about it, be mad about it, celebrate, whatever it is, win or lose. You get 24 hours to do what you got to do, and right after that, it's a reset.
Yeah,
It's a reset. You
absolutely.
can't let those losses haunt you, even the wins. You can't get those wins get to you either. You get cocky, you start feeling yourself a little bit too much. There's always somebody out there ready to give you a piece of that humble pie.
True, man. You get too complacent, you'll lose the fire, you'll lose your wins.
Yeah. All right, getting ready here to hear the final decision here. Yeah, well, I told you he was coming out to throw leather, and that's exactly what Luis
Oh
came to
yeah,
do.
he did. He threw hard shots, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for these incredible fighters. Gave you a full 4 rounds of boxing, 3 rounds of boxing. Great job, gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all of the judges score unanimously. Winner with 30 to 27. Winner, unanimous decision. Luis
Hey man, it was a great showing. Again, I'm excited to see both these guys back though. I want
Oh
to see
yeah.
Jose make his adjustments, see if he starts using his reach a bit. He clearly is tough.
Big shout out, Elion, the Lion.
Yeah, he did the hard part, getting in that cage. I mean, getting in that ring. And it's all about keeping pushing forward.
I would completely agree.
Big shout out. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Luis Elion, the winner. Great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you guys a quick 20-minute intermission. Grab some beverages. We've got Masole in the back. We've got the bar looks wide open, so go and get some drinks. Take a restroom break. We'll be back with your next fight in about 20.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 20. We're gonna put you on hold and talk soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the second half of our show. We have 3 bouts left. We did have that one cancel, unfortunately. We have 3 bouts left, all pro, and we are getting started right now as we speak. Jorge, who's up?
We got Johnny Dela Cruz making his way into the red corner.
Johnny, I feel like we've seen him fight before.
All right. And this is scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds at 200 pounds pro boxing.
Oh, 200 pounds. Okay, so got some bigger guys coming. He's not 200 pounds. Get out of here.
That's what they got on here. He does.
Johnny has entered the ring. Let's go ahead and bring out his opponent, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wait.
Fighting out of my blue corner, make some noise.
Okay. He has Figueroa in his corner, who himself is a very good boxer, a highly touted bare knuckle boxer.
Yeah.
Cat Paprocki has shared a few cards with him.
And would you look at that? We have a ring card now.
Oh,
We have a round 1 now.
there you go.
A round 1
up.
card.
There you go. All right. Airtight Boxing's corner coming up here.
No, I definitely think this might be a 200 pound.
Yeah. I mean, you clear size difference.
The ring. It is time for our next fight.
However, if homie is quick,
200 pounds? Yeah.
yeah.
Fighting out of my red corner, make some noise for Johnny Dana Cruz.
Man, Dela Cruz looks very focused, very ready.
Oh yeah, I've watched them fight. I believe it was maybe the card before as well. And yeah, he comes to throw as well.
Yeah, he looks focused.
One more time, make some noise for James Weissman. Fighters, make your way to the center of the ring with instructions. Referee Tim Mills.
All right. Getting our 4th bout here. We got Johnny Dela Cruz in the red corner and James Wiseman out of the blue corner. All right, let's see what we got.
I like him playing this high guard.
Big jab here by Dela Cruz.
He's got a wrestling tattoo, huh?
Yeah,
There you go.
you noticed that last time here.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Dela Cruz is throwing that jab a lot, but he's throwing it very heavy. I feel like he needs to throw it out there, find out. Oh,
Ooh.
but it looks like it hurt him.
Oh,
Looks like Wiseman's hurt. Not quite sure what landed there, but he was definitely not there.
yeah, he seemed to clean it up all right, though.
Looks like he's back to it.
I'd like to see Dela Cruz pumping that jab just a bit more.
Yeah, and more of like a speed and kind of like a reading aspect instead of trying to land that jab.
Yeah,
You know,
almost
or
like
at least
more-
mix it up. And that overhand went right through that guard. He had his hands up, and it still seemed to have hurt Wiseman.
bit busier.
Oh, Wiseman moving right out of that way of that cross. But that's where Wiseman needs to take advantage. You make him miss, you got to make him pay for it.
Agreed. Agreed.
Nice jab by both fighters here. Kind of became a jab fight now. They're both kind of landing these jabs out in the open. Not really following up with much. De La Cruz follows up with a 2-3.
I feel like De La Cruz is still trying to kind of lock in his space and timing.
Oh, I agree 100%. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I would have advised for the jab to be more of like a pump jab. Find
Absolutely.
your distance, your range.
Just get him moving so you're comfortable.
Yeah, because it looks like he throws that jab with intentions to land, which is not bad. But if you want to follow up, I feel like you got to find that range first. Then we go back to popping that jab with actual intentions to hit. Which yeah, seems like he's almost heard me. Pumping that jab out now. Oh, good overhand by Wiseman. Oh, interesting round. Kind of a tough one to judge. I think maybe just more activity came from Cruz, so I would give that round to Cruz.
Yep.
But I mean, Wiseman did a good job. He started picking it up towards the end.
They got a second round cue card too.
Yeah, I think Wiseman needs to be a little bit more dominant in setting the pace. He's kind of like fighting at De La Cruz's pace, and he needs to interrupt one of those combos and start fighting his fight. Otherwise, it'll be a long night.
Yeah, agreed.
As far as De La Cruz could keep that pressure coming, but he needs to find his range. A lot of these punches are like barely missing, or he's just slightly off in his range. He can use that jab to find his range from there. And as we said, look, Wiseman comes out hot, trying to establish the pressure here, establish the pace.
Oh,
He's coming now.
man, he threw that right hand from far back. He's got to bring that up a bit.
Yeah, he is getting that back foot off the ground a little bit. He
Reaching.
needs to use that footwork a little better to close the distance and not launch so much. Especially with De La Cruz, because De La Cruz seems to like to throw that overhand and that hook on the left side. Or on the right side, excuse me.
Yeah, he's shaking his head, man. It's like, hey, it doesn't change that he hit you, and you need to go get it back.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
fighters, I don't know. From my experience in fighting, when you hit somebody and they shake their head, you hit them.
Yeah,
They felt it.
you landed. They're just.
Yeah.
I agree. Man, both these guys are a bit more active now. You can hear Figueroa though; he's kind of asking for what we were talking about. When the
Yeah.
guy misses, you got to make a pay. You got to start chucking.
Yeah, it seems like this is something that De La Cruz was working on. That overhand is what he's been looking for. He just slightly missing the range of that overhand.
Man, if he could go a little harder to the body, I think it could really start opening up his head.
Yeah, like he has his hands up high. That's when De La Cruz needs to start taking advantage of taking those body shots.
Yes.
Wiseman barely missing with that cross.
There you go, pumping the jab.
Hard shots, but it looks like Wiseman had his hands up. You know, with these big gloves, it kind of takes some of that impact off, but definitely still feeling them. I think Wiseman needs to start countering off of those. Cruz complaining about a hit in the back of the head, but I also feel like he might have turned, and that's why the ref didn't do nothing about it.
Yeah. Del Cruz definitely seems a bit fresher, a bit more. Just he has more energy right now. However, Wiseman is moving around and get some things going.
Yeah, Weissman started off strong, and honestly, I think he has the first half of the round. Now we need to see if he can finish off strong here
Yes,
to steal
yes.
this round and then potentially go 1-1 right now.
Oh,
Oh, swinging and missing there, but De La Cruz rolling right out of that hook.
yeah. He actually looks fresh. He looks good. But they both look calm.
Yeah,
I mean, you could see Wiseman listening, talking to his corner here. He is scraped up though, the top left part of that forehead.
yeah, you definitely see some bruising there.
Yeah, it's not swelling too bad though.
No, it looks like it was just contact, and I feel like those came from those punches where he had his guard up, and De La Cruz was still throwing those wide hooks.
Yes. Yeah.
Gloves can only cover so much, especially those 8 ounces. All right, stay here to start our third round. Got a little bit of a slip to start off the round.
I like him keeping that jab moving. Oh, going to that body a little harder. I do like that.
De La Cruz going back up top.
I'll tell you though, this has been a great way to start the main card.
Yeah,
Yeah, this has been a very just fundamentally good boxing match. Yeah, that was looking a little low. I think I would.
I think Wiseman needs to not wait.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
waiting way too much, and then that's what happens. He gets pressured in and has to readjust. He needs to start popping. Stop waiting.
However, I would like to see De La Cruz, I guess, get on the attack a little more right here. It's keeping him ahead. He's landing some big shots. However,
So
he is a good possibility he's up 2-0.
yeah, and who knows? Wiseman might be a counter fighter, but I mean, we can't throw counters if we're not throwing.
That's true.
And there's a few opportunities that I feel like he could have taken advantage of, making him miss or moving him out the way, but he's just waiting too much. He's
I
waiting too
agree.
much, and De
Oh,
La
good
Cruz is taking
body.
advantage of it. That body seems to have hurt Wiseman. You see Wiseman breathing a couple deep breaths right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, the body shot.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a
God.
good body shot.
Oh, my God. I heard that. Man, I got to give it to Wiseman, though. What a tough guy.
Yeah, that was a great combination there by De La Cruz. Went to the body and then probably 3 unanswered shots up top.
Yeah, Wiseman with a big right hand. Misses. He's got to get out of this corner.
Yeah, this is where De La Cruz is finding success. Is he's pressuring him. He's not letting him own the center at all.
Agreed. Yeah, he's just disrupting him. Anytime Wiseman tries to get started, he gets disrupted.
And you hear Wiseman's corners screaming to let those hands go. And
Yeah.
I would agree. I would agree.
He
You
don't
got to
have
be
choice
more
now.
offensive here, man. You got to be more offensive at this point.
However, man, in fairness, De La Cruz is throwing some great combos in this final round, making it very tough to throw back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, the body shot again. Man, but Wiseman has been throwing back this whole fight.
Oh no, he's in the fight. Don't
He's
count
in
him
the
out.
fight.
We still
Yeah.
have another round, and it could potentially now be 2-1, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, yeah. I'm interested to see if De La Cruz plays it easy here, or do they kind of try to drown Wiseman a bit?
Yeah, I think Wiseman needs to start strong and finish strong here in this round. He needs to make a big statement here in this final round.
Our veteran sponsors, all the way to Honey Finder, grand opening. Looks like on the 12th through the 6th, ladies and gentlemen, at 1240 West Bayonne Ave. If you have a student that needs some extra support,
Fourth and final round. Let's see how this unfolds.
Man, this is exciting.
The Cruz right away, popping the jab.
Man, Wiseman is breathing a bit. He's definitely sucking wind a bit.
Yeah. De La Cruz hunting for that overhand. Nice body. Oh, Wiseman moving right out of that way of that cross.
Oh,
Throwing a big overhand.
big right hand again. Oh, I like that he's setting up.
Oh, whoa, that was a great shot there by De La Cruz.
Man, I like that De La Cruz is hunting him anyway. Even up rounds, he's hunting him.
Yeah, Wiseman can shake his hands, but that overhand landed pretty flush.
Even that body shot
It
right
made
there.
his head go all the way back. Little stumble there. De La Cruz very composed still.
Very composed. Good choice on letting off. Man, he's definitely fighting like a very educated boxer.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that stick. I would have liked to see him go downstairs there.
I slipped
as
that
the
jab right through
Delacour.
that guard.
Man, great mix. Oh,
Oh, back to the body. Working the ladder very well, going body head and body head.
I agree.
Getting a little excited there, and you see his back foot kind of leaving the mat here.
Man, Wiseman's taking some big breaths.
Yeah. See him breathing very heavy.
However, man, I got to give it to him. He's tired. He's still moving, still throwing. Man, I think Wiseman is trying to time the counter punch, and he just can't figure it out.
Yeah.
It's almost like it gets caught watching.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was talking about in the beginning when he waits. He's waiting too much, and with a fighter like De La Cruz, you can't do that.
No, especially because he's been getting heavier as the rounds have been going on.
Yeah.
Good body work, man.
Yeah. I think De La Cruz has the right idea. I think he needs to start patty caking him until he opens one and rips one right to the body or even up top. Oh, both fighters connecting there with those check hooks.
Big shots.
I think De La Cruz definitely took that round number 4 there. A lot more active, a lot more volume, and he was landing more of the heavier shots.
Absolutely. I agree, man. And they both put in work the whole bout. It was good to see Wiseman throwing regardless. Man, I never like it when the judges take this long, especially for something that felt like it should have been.
Yeah. Pretty unanimous decision here for De La Cruz, in my opinion.
That's how I felt about it. All respect to Wiseman, he did great, but I felt he was just behind in the match. Yeah. Tim Mills chatting it up with us.
All right.
Or Adam.
Getting ready here to hear the final decision here.
One more time for these incredible fighters tonight.
That was them 50s, right?
All of the judges scored about 40-36. Without further ado, our winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of my red corner, Sonny
Very well earned.
Yeah.
Johnny, what you gotta say to your fans, man? You got a lot of people out there. What's happening? Congratulations on another victory. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Johnny Cruz.
Well done. Great W to pull in.
DJ's go ahead and kick us off with a little something. AG, give us some shout outs to our sponsors.
Two fights left on the card. Obviously, we're having a bit of a holdup. Unsure exactly what it is, but
No, they might just be trying to kill some time since we had a few fights uh, fall out. But looks like we're getting ready to start here our co-main event now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, live at the Eclipse
Gino has been the main event on the last probably what 3 cards.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Now is this are they boxing for a title?
I don't believe this is going to be a title bout. I will say though, Gino always has some of the freshest gear when he comes out, man. Oh man.
Yeah.
You would think he runs out of ideas of what to wear, but he always finds something.
And the shades.
Yeah, the shades are a buzz. I mean, that's in every outfit.
I don't even know how he sees. It's dark. It's dark in here. It's
You know, I'm gonna ask him if he wears the same shades or if they're different every time.
I think they're the same ones. I don't know. I like them.
His opponent also making weight at 140 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of my blue corner, make some noise. The Guadalupe Jimenez.
When our gym was on in Montbello, uh, he would come down sometimes and spar with Zach.
Gino?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Zach would always say the same thing. He's like, man, like I feel like he's not that fast, but then that two just cracks me.
Yeah, I trained with Gino for a few years,
Oh, yeah,
honestly.
at factory.
At Factory
Yeah,
X, yeah.
yeah, I like Gino.
Let's go. Come some antenna. Make some noise. Make some noise. Let's go.
All right. Get this co-main here started. Get the official interrupt. And I can't even say that word. Wow. I think I might have been hit a little too much.
Ah,
Introductions. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, one more time, fighting out of my red corner, make some noise, Latino, the Russian,
man, I will. Gino looks great. He looks very in shape, very healthy.
I've never seen Gino out of shape.
That's fair. That is fair.
That guy has always been in shape.
Yeah, yeah, he looks great, man. However, he looks better than he's been looking. Gino
Yeah.
looks great. The ref Stephen Blea.
Let's go.
Man, Guadalupe's gloves look a lot smaller. Might just be me.
They do kind of. However, he's just got those streamlined ones.
Guadalupe fighting on the feints early. Gino doing a great job with those feints, popping that jab. Good. Sets up that body shot with that jab. Gets caught up top with an overhand here by Guadalupe. Nice jab. Good body. Gino's using that jab to go to the body a lot, which I like. Great read. Guadalupe launching a little bit here. Not what you want to do with Gino.
Oh, this is they're both got
Good
quite
jab.
output going though.
Good jab.
Yeah, great.
Gino's just using that jab very wisely here.
Oh, nice shot to the body there.
Not only is he using it to set up punches, but he's also using it to create damage.
Yeah, nice step jab. He's
Oh,
sticking. He did
got a
use that
little
jab.
carry there. Yeah, he got a little carried away there.
Got excited. Yeah, he was reaching. However, man, I like how disciplined Gino's being.
I think Gino can start looking for his dirty boxing. Yep. Those body shots, those uppercuts to the face, too. Guadalupe is dropping his hands. If Gino can capitalize on that when he goes to the body, he got potential to potentially end the fight here.
Man, if he's got to throw that hook on the way in, that he's putting his right hand. Look at that. He's putting his rear hand down. Gino's just got to let that left go. Right there. Boom. Look at that. Puts that right hand right in his pocket. Man, if Gino gets back to his corner, they're going to tell him just hit him on that.
Oh. Just using that jab.
Yeah, he is. He's sticking with that jab. I love it.
Yeah,
Fundamental boxing.
yeah. He's reaching with that too though, which I'm not liking too much.
He
Whenever
is.
he throws that backhand, he seems to be reaching. Nice overhand there. There you
And
go.
I will say though, man, this Gino is playing the discipline game, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he is doing awesome right now. Just touching and moving, picking his shots a
I like
bit.
that. He's like padding up top just so he can rip that body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's not throwing everything on that jab.
No, they truly were working fundamental boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this Gino really does look good.
Oh, he misses that overhand barely. Got Guadalupe
Right, good
reaching a
storm
little
though.
bit.
I'll take the storm though, man. It's good that he finished with that storm, not letting Gino just take over the whole round without a doubt.
Yeah.
And gave him some stuff back, and he's got to come out strong this round.
Yeah, I think Guadalupe has to work a little bit more on the fundamentals here in this next round. Um, Whenever he gets one shot in, he drops his hands and starts trying to launch for Gino here.
Yeah, he especially that backhand. He's putting it in his
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, but then we have Gino as well, who is that backhand. He's launching and he's dropping it and then bringing it back to his face.
Gino's getting excited. I agree. He's getting
Yeah.
excited on that cross. Yeah. Both guys, I mean, they look fundamentally all right. You could see Guadalupe's a little tired, but I think he's fine. He seems to be hearing and understanding what his corner's saying to him.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a size difference here now.
Oh,
Looking at both fighters here.
yeah, yeah. No, Gino looks good, man.
Right back to that jab.
Oh, great right hand.
Yeah.
Again.
That jab overhand seems to be his go-to, or back hook.
It's like a back hook, yeah. God, that
To the
4
body.
in a row.
Yep. Jab, and he goes up top, then he'll go jab back to the body. See how he's throwing his hands down here? Guadalupe needs to really focus on not dropping those hands
I
and throwing
know.
those punches.
Especially that long jab. He puts that right hand down, man. He's going to get clipped. Again, right there in his pocket. Down again.
Body. I think Gino needs to start looking for uppercuts more. Those short punches is where he's going to find more success here.
Yeah, I really would. Again, I want to see that left hand over. Look,
I think a great way to set that overhand would be just lifting that head right up with one of those uppercuts and coming over the top with that backhand. Lead lead uppercut just to lift that head up or get that guard up close and then come over the top with that overhand or the back hook, whichever.
Yeah, man, I want to see him attack this front when look at that jab and he puts his,
See,
his
and,
hand
and then
in
right
top
there,
of- There you go. Good left hook. That's what I want to see right there is keep on clipping that left hook. Oh,
there.
firm shots seem to be taken well though.
no, he's doing a great job with that jab.
Agreed. Like
Nice
the level
body shot.
changes, great level changes.
Now,
Oh, good stick.
right down the guard of Guadalupe. Gino just finding that 1-2 right down the pipe, even with Guadalupe's guard up.
Good body work there. Oh, it made it take
Guadalupe
a
caught
breath.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's throwing.
No, he's throwing. He caught Gino with a little uppercut coming in.
Trade jabs there, but then Gino throws two behind it.
Oh,
Oh.
Guadalupe landing a good combination there. Then gets a little carried away there towards the end, having his feet off the mat. Gino's looking a little tired here, walking back into his corner. Yep, both fighters look tired, but I feel like Gino usually has a lot better cardio than what he is displaying today.
Yeah, maybe, but he seems a bit bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah, he seems a bit sizier. But I agree with you. Gino does seem a bit tired right now.
yeah. Guadalupe still with his mouth guard in, you
Yeah,
know.
he does.
That if it works, it works. I mean, you know,
I like this guy's
be
style.
ready at all
He's
times, I
just here to
guess.
fight, baby.
Yeah.
Guadalupe seems a bit more physically exhausted than just lung capacity exhausted or cardio tired, you know?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Guadalupe is from here, or if the altitude might have something to do with it
That's
too,
fair
you
too,
know?
yeah.
Gino's been here for a long time to adjust to this altitude already.
He's still pumping that jab though.
Yeah.
And kind of slow. He can't lead with a slow right like that though.
Yeah, and Guadalupe just seems to be looking for those counter hooks,
I agree.
but he's throwing them. He has bad intentions when he throws those hooks, and he's caught Gino with a few of them.
Gino throwing back here though.
Yeah, it even seems like he might be a little faster this round. You wonder if that was maybe his game plan, kind of tire him out in the first 2 rounds,
Hey,
pick up the pace here in the third.
I mean, I agree. Well, he's pushing, but you know what, man? Gino keeps on pushing back, but he is right now. Ring control would have to go to Guadalupe. He
He
is
is.
controlling the ring.
He is, and you got to take that in
He's
consideration
kind
with
of
the
sitting in
judges.
center. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
What are the judges looking at? Or, some judges like that control time in the center.
Nice uppercut. Was just a bit slow.
Yeah.
There's that jab again. Just sneaking that jab in there, man. Good right hook. Good right
Gets
hook.
caught there with the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, good body shot.
I like-
Guadalupe's picking it up here in this
He
third
is.
round.
I do like that Gino didn't let him stick him in the corner though.
Oh, good body work there by
Yeah.
Guadalupe.
Yeah,
Gino
but he paid
returns
for it
with a
though. Yeah,
1-2.
he paid for it. Good right hand for Gino lands, splitting that guard.
Sorry, both fighters throwing here. Both fighters connecting.
Good hook.
Gino came in with that hook.
That jab. Oh.
Gino's rolling right out of that way of that hook. Guadalupe enters with a body shot. Gino enters with a 2. Interesting third round. Interesting third round. Not quite sure which way that could have gone. Depending on where the judges are looking at, this round could have gone either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, control time goes. It'd be hard. Man, they both had damage. They both landed punches. I do feel though that this round at least, Guadalupe had round control, ring control.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, man, Gino is leaning back, breathing kind of heavy. Guadalupe is breathing a bit better, and he's sitting upright.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're going into this fourth and final round.
Fourth and final round.
Yeah.
Gino's fan base kind of getting up, getting loud.
Yeah. And Guadalupe is still throwing, man. He is coming in here to make a statement.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. Gino's corner telling him to move forward, press on.
I think Gino needs to start putting more longer combinations together. It
Agreed.
seems like the 1, 2, 3 shots that he lands, or one shot, two shots, then the Guadalupe opens up, and that's when Gino's not taking advantage of.
Man, but Gino's jab is great today. That jab, man.
Oh, they're just jabbing each other in the face. Guadalupe winding up for that overhand, misses. Oh,
Nice
good body
body.
shot there
Good
by
body
Gino.
work.
Another body shot. And it might look like Gino has a cut, maybe, or a little bruise on the left eye.
I think is it the right eye or left eye?
Left eye. Maybe. Maybe. Kind of see it right there.
Yeah, I'm unsure.
Oh, that was a good body shot by Guadalupe.
Oh, misses
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Big swings, big misses.
Little slip there by Gino. Oh,
Oh,
couple hooks landed there by Guadalupe.
nice jab by Guadalupe. Gino hits him with a double jab cross and then another cross here, cross jab. Big
Nice
swings,
slip.
yeah. Slip to the body.
Oh, nice little overhand there by Gino. Guadalupe answering with some body shots, popping his jab.
Both swinging for the fences here. Big right. Big right hook with Guadalupe.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go, the 10-second brawl.
Man, I think Gino won that last round also. I think he takes it 3-1.
I think Guadalupe took that last round too. And then depending again on how the judges scored that, what was that, the second round where
So-
Guadalupe was on the middle controlling the
The
ring?
third round.
The third?
Yeah, the third. So man,
It
I
could
got.
potentially be 2-2.
It could be. I don't know, man. I have a feeling that last round might have gone to Gino. He finished a bit stronger. That third round, I agree, went to Guadalupe. I would love to see a fifth round.
Yeah.
I would love to see a fifth round.
Yeah. I would disagree about the fourth round though. I would give the fourth round to Guadalupe.
Yeah, you would, huh?
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't.
I think he did more volume, but he also landed some decent shots.
Agreed.
And then there was a one point where he landed a little flurry on over here on the side where we're at, where it kind of seemed like Gino was a little stunned.
I agree. I did like the way Gino finished the round, though, and that's what's sitting with the judges, right? What
Yeah,
happened last?
or at least
Um,
you would expect it to be.
yeah, so we'll see, man. I don't think I'd be disappointed either way. It was a great matchup. Gino looked great, man. Seeing him use that jab like that,
Yeah, yeah,
awesome
he was very,
improvement.
very good with the jab today.
Yeah, man. But I do agree. I think he did get a bit tired. I think he also looks a bit bigger.
Yeah. Well, he did go up weight class this last fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he came back down to his weight now.
It could have been a bigger cut. Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? But those weight cuts, man, they could drain you come fight day, especially if you don't do it right, or maybe they're just a rough cut.
Man, excellent matchup.
Yes. Yeah. Still couldn't see quite if Gino has a cut or not on that eye. And hey, they're taking a long time. Potentially, we might even have a split.
In fairness, it is taking a long time. You can see Oscar over there on the computer, kind of
Yeah.
hustling.
And it does look like Gino has a little cut right there on the eyelid. Or not on the eyelid, on the side of the eye.
Oh yeah, I would agree. Hey, can you get close on camera 4? Yeah, he does have a bit of a cut in that
Yeah.
top left part of his eye. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, how much did that play a factor as well?
Right.
You
I
know?
mean, in fairness, yeah, Guadalupe doesn't have a ton of damage. He's got a little markings on his head, but he's not cut up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this, and it takes this long.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the
Absolutely.
anticipation.
I wonder how this is playing out. So it looks like Oscar's gone through and confirming what he was given and has drawn it into the system. Man, with it being this long, I do wonder if it's that 2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, when it takes this long, it's not a unanimous. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
split or a draw here.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but that's usually how the things have unfolded in these kind of situations.
In fairness, man, it really does speak volumes for the matchup here in Guadalupe. Um, Gino started so strong and throughout the fight didn't decrease. I mean, he looked good the whole fight. But Guadalupe's adjustment, obviously, in that third and fourth round was significant. All right, we are coming into the cage
Okay, for the
or into the ring.
official decision. All right.
It looks like they're having some technical
Yeah.
issues with the DJ sound.
Maybe some batteries on that microphone.
Check, check.
There you go. There you go.
Seems to be good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. The judges' scorecards are in. One more time for both of these fighters tonight.
agree with the all to none.
Yeah, that last scorecard I wouldn't agree with.
Yeah, I could do the 3-1 or the 2-2, but yeah, the 4-1, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. We're almost ready for the main event. Gino, what do you got to say for your fans and everybody?
But I don't think it changes that Gino won, right? Like,
Yeah.
regardless, they both did well, but Gino keeps his winning streak alive.
My wife, I love you for everything.
Another win for Gino the Russian.
All right. There you have it. Gino walks off with another victory here at
Very
Airtight
nice.
Boxing.
On to our main event. And we're going to get out of here early tonight, Jorge. Hey, I would like to announce my co-host here, Jorge Martinez, is ranked number 4 in BYB 125. He is defending that ranking July 18th. Out in LA, man. How you feeling?
Yeah. Oh, I feel great. I'm excited for this bout, man. I feel like this is a statement fight for me. I feel like I'm gonna make a statement out there, and if they didn't know me, they're gonna get to know me.
Absolutely.
All right. It looks like we got a title bout. Go.
Oh.
All right. Getting ready here for our main event of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is a professional 168-pound professional boxing bout for the LBC World Championship title tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome coming out of my blue corner,
He's killing it coming out the tunnel. I love it. It's going to be a fun fight, baby.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun fight.
glad everybody's enjoying themselves.
Dude, I love it, dude. He's so excited to be here, man. That's cool.
Well, let's hope he doesn't get too tired before going in there.
I love it. Man, he's definitely there is a size difference.
Yeah.
However, the size difference did not win the last matchup that we addressed this. Small Dela Cruz won that match.
Correct.
Handily. Wow, did I hear 8 wins, 6 by knockout?
I heard 8 wins. I don't know how many were
I
by
thought
knockout.
man, these are.
No, yeah, we saw him fight last card too.
Yeah, he
and
was on the last card.
Yeah, he put on a show last time we were here. I'm excited for this one. I feel like Wilfer has a lot of energy,
A
and
lot of
I
energy.
hope he can take that onto the ring as well. You know.
Man, I am on the edge of my seat. I am ready for this, man. This is
Oh, I'm actually excited for this one.
yeah, this is
A lot more than what I thought I was gonna be. The energy
man, look at the
here that he's
focus.
bringing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both very ready. Reaching with that reaching hook.
Oh, these guys are actually really fast for that weight, man. Wilford doing a good job moving.
It does seem like
his
he is
feet.
he's waiting to throw that cross.
Yeah.
He's just waiting for it to get set
Yeah,
up.
but he is doing good movements too. He's fast. He's fast on his feet here. He's been moving out of a lot of the offenses, and he's just trying to annoy Jesus.
He is.
It's
He's
like
just touching that
he's
face
just
till he
letting him
opens
know,
up.
like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just waiting for them to put those hands down.
A little bit of a headbutt there.
Man, I mean, watching Wolf just get inside and he's ready to.
Oy. I say,
Oh,
Jesus
go.
are connecting there a little bit of
boxer
that
bump
hook.
there. I'm surprised Blaze or I was letting him push a bit. There you go. Keep that jab pumping.
Yeah, Wilford has some good movement coming in, but now we got to get some offensive going here.
As you say that though, he landed that jab cross. Oh, just landed a hook.
Nice. Jesus is throwing that hook with bad intention.
Yeah. Oh, even that cross that just came off. Ooh.
Oh. Nice rear hook there by Jesus. Oh, good uppercut there by Jesus as well.
Yeah, it was a nice lead uppercut.
And now Wilford looking to respond.
Someone's got to hit that body. Are we looking at the headbutt again?
I believe so.
It does sound like talking about the headbutt.
looks like he gave both fighters the warnings from keeping their head down low, but I think it was more directed to Wilfer there. It looked like Tim Mills looked at him a little bit more as he was saying that. Yeah, I mean, and all honesty, they're both leading with their head.
Yeah, they are.
At this point, it's like
They're
you.
both just willing to
Yeah,
scrap.
yeah.
Yeah, they both just want to scrap. They're trying to get to each other.
Oh, good body there by Wilfer, and an uppercut. Oh, and another uppercut. Like how Wilfer used that hook to get off those ropes. But now he finds himself back in those ropes, trying to circle out. Oh, Jesus catches in there with the lead hook, looking for that uppercut.
It does look like Jesus may have a little bit of eye damage in his left eye, I think.
And who is that, you say?
Jesus, I think he took I'm not sure what
A
punch.
headbutt, maybe? There was a
Oh,
pretty.
yeah, it totally
Yeah.
could have been a headbutt, yeah. Yeah, you see his left eye there?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. I want to see his face. All right, so I'm not. I mean, it looks. I don't know. I do think it's touched. I don't know if it's bad though, but you can kind of see it a bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they also might have greased some blood away. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. A little bit
No,
of swelling, nothing crazy
I
though. Not
agree.
enough to affect the fighter, I
You can
feel.
see on Wolf here the left side high cheekbone. It looks like he took a little bit of a rip.
Oh man, they throw
Wow.
out.
Wow.
Just throwing. Fast hands.
They both. I think
They're
there was
they're
just
looking for that uppercut. Both and
huge.
which makes sense. Both fighters are leading with their heads, so it makes sense that both fighters are here looking
Yeah,
for
you're coming for
uppercuts to
that
land.
uppercut. Wow. Big shots.
Oh
Oh God.
man. I just they're moving so fast, throwing so many punches and landing that it's so hard to keep up with the commentating.
This is
These guys are
crazy.
throwing at a high speed and they're landing
Yes, big
too.
shots too.
Got a little bit of slowing down here now.
I'm not-
Jose's looking for those hooks,
And
throwing a
nice
lot
touch
of
to that
hooks, but
cross.
there's no setup behind those hooks. So
Well,
oh,
you're seeing him come in with his head down, so he's throwing those hooks,
yeah,
trying to get a way
blindly.
out. Yeah. He's struggling to deal with the movement of Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, nice left hand though, as I say that.
he ate one to take one though.
Good
Yeah, a
combo.
little
Two
short
piece.
hook.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
here's the
nice.
thing with Wilfer. He's throwing punches, but they're short. He's in that dirty boxing style, so sometimes we don't even see them.
Yeah.
All you see is
The head spin.
Jesus'
Yeah.
head move.
Yeah, they're quick, short shots. Some of them very big.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
that's a
good
great
uppercut there
uppercut.
by
Yeah.
Jesus.
And body
Good
shot.
body,
There you
mixing
go.
it up.
Man, he really should focus on the body.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
like Wilfer might be slowing down a little bit.
took some body shots this round. Or he could be setting up that big cross again.
Good body work there by
Oh,
Wilfer, and then Jose returns back with some uppercuts.
so, oh,
Oh, good body shot there by Jesus again.
yeah, you could hear the thump.
Oh, he's launching into those punches, man. He is trying to knock Wilfer out. Those hooks, whenever he throws his hooks, he's trying to put Wilfer out. And good return here by Wilfer with the uppercut.
Nice touches.
And I feel like Wilford might have circled to the wrong side there. He went to the power side. I think the left side would have been the better option there. Good body work here.
Oh, good
Oh,
body.
good. Wilford with a nice lead hook there. This is interesting. This is one of those fights where I'm glad we're over here and
Yeah.
not the
That's
judges
a
over
tough
there.
one, man. I could see that round going either way. Man.
Yeah, both fighters are here to fight, and they're prepared to.
Agreed. How many rounds we got on this? We have 4 or
This
5.
is gonna be a four round bout.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
So going into the third.
Yeah, so you can see his eyes are a bit swollen. Oh,
Caught him out there circling out Jose with that hook. Both swinging and trading here on the ropes. Jose has him up against the ropes.
yeah. I mean, Jose is definitely trying to not let him land that big right hand. He's
Yeah,
working
I think,
close in him
you
instead
know,
of at distance.
that's a great adjustment that Jose did.
Agreed.
He was having problems with the movement of Wilfer, and he's using the ropes and keeping that
Yeah.
pressure on him to eliminate that.
Well, that's really what those hooks were doing, right? He was roping him in at first to
Yeah.
get him in
And
control.
notice, look, he is not letting him off those ropes.
No.
Look at
Yeah.
pressure right back to the ropes.
Very mature boxing.
So, yeah, that was great adjustments here by Jose.
He's able to eliminate a bit of the movement. Man, but that head move, he's got to get an uppercut on that. There you go. There it was.
And it looks like Wilfer is slowing down now, though.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you.
Oh, that was a great overhand hook by Jose here. Or not Jose, I'm sorry, Jesus. Oh, good uppercut, too, by Jesus here.
There you go.
Yeah, it seems like Jose's taking over the fight here, or at least in this round, pressuring him, taking him to the ropes, picking his shots a little bit more. But again, don't count Wilfer out. He is still throwing, and he is still throwing with bad intentions.
He is. I'm interested to see him get through the round and get a slight rest and come back. He's definitely starting to wear down.
Yeah,
That pushing, trying to get him off of him is annoying.
yeah.
Again, it goes back to that great adjustment. However, you can see his eyes are swollen. That left eye is kind of swollen up pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Wilfer is still landing punches. He is still in this fight by all means. And he could come back into this round.
Man, but
Jesus is just doing a great job
yeah,
pressuring him and just eliminating that movement that was such a problem in those first few rounds.
and right now Jesus is adding up points. He's just getting big shot after big shot right now.
Yeah, and he's landing.
Yeah.
Jesus is landing. Good uppercut.
Oh. All
Yeah,
right. Let's see
I
what
think
happens.
great adjustments by Jesus here, and he's finding more success with the uppercuts now that he was able to slow Wilfer down.
I agree. I agree completely. doing this.
All right. Here we are. We're coming into our final round of our main event. All right. Oh, Wilfer's coming out strong. Attacking the body, going up. Look, he's just ripping the body right now.
Man, Wolfer's being very measured right now. He was moving around a lot and he's avoiding getting stuck in that
Both
corner.
fighters are really tired here, though. Which, I mean, makes sense. These guys have not slowed down one time during this.
And they're
during this
throwing
bout.
right now. They are throwing. Both are trying to get this W.
And again, Wilfer is still in this fight. It looks like Wilfer might have got his second win here. He's moving a lot
He
more
is moving
here.
a lot. Seems fresh. Seems fine.
You know, it could just be what they told him in the corner. You know, who knows what the judges are seeing? Who knows what the scorecard actually is?
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah, I mean, they both came out for war this round.
good uppercut there by Jesus.
That was a big uppercut.
Oh, and he goes right back to it. Answers with the hook. Now both fighters trading off.
I think Wolfert's getting a bit tired.
Yeah, no, these guys they're getting tired here.
Oh. Oh. Man, these guys are trading some huge shots.
Wilfer lands that hook.
Oh, it's a nice body. Oh,
good
body. Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
right back to
gosh.
the body, but he eats a hook.
He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again.
And Jesus looking for that uppercut still. Wilfer going back to the body. Getting a warning here to raise him up a little bit, coming a little bit low here. 10 seconds here.
Oh
my God. Oh, they're just throwing now.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, what a fight. What a fight that was.
What a war.
That was.
What a war.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow. And I am interested to see how the judges score this. You know, that main and that co-main ended up, I mean, just great matchups.
Yeah, no, great matches at the end of the night. All right. All we await is the final decision now.
All right, it looks like Oscar is turning them in already. Oscar and the MC are talking about something. All right, they're handing off the announcement. It is
All right, are
It
they
is
here to make it
in-
official now?
It is in the ring. The decision and the belt are in the ring. All right. Man, Wolfhard still full of energy, still moving around. I do like that. Man, this is
All right.
interesting.
Now to award the champion.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. A
That's-
majority draw.
Wow.
Hey, man, what's
I
cool
mean,
about this? I would
it's
like to see a
fair.
rematch.
I can see how that happened.
I mean, in fairness, I get the 2-2.
Yeah, I can see where it happened as well. Yeah. Great fight.
Wow. A majority draw.
What's up, brother? Dude.
I didn't realize
Seeing you.
that is the promoter, Steve Mestis.
All right. And that does it for the night. Well, thank you all back at home for here watching the fights with us. This is George Buzzsaw Martinez signing off, along with
Stephen Pepperaki signing off, man. We appreciate you guys being here, joining the fights with us, and we will see you at September 6th.